welcome everybody. This is our official live stream about the fifth and final book in the Boston Irish Mafia romance series. Please let me know if you can hear me. Today I am mic'd up and hopefully this will make the sound quality of this video a lot better. I'm also a little bit distant from my phone right now, so I can't reach over and wave. I will 110% knock it over. So hello to everyone who's joining. I have a lot planned for you today. Jacqueline Ryder 30 says, hi, I love your bright colors. Thank you. And hi to Nika Thompson. I'm going to first get into, well, where my notes start for today. And we have a lot of topics to run through. Okay, you guys can hear me. Thank you very much. And right now my hair is all over my nose and it's making my nose itch. So I'm sorry, but I have to scratch my nose. So hello everyone. Mostly for this video, we will be talking about book 5. I, as you can see, have a new setup. I have been moving around different setups and putting where I film this in different places. So let me know how you like today's setup in the comments. I have some pictures, some illustrations in the background that I bought from a friend of mine who at one point was illustrating basically Black women and doing kind of pink art with that. And so I have a few of those in the background that you can see today, and a fern that I am desperately trying to keep alive. So for today, we are going to get through basically a little intro about book 5, which is coming in just 5 days. I will give you a little work in progress update for the week, some series information about this series, and we are also going to read a couple excerpts from a Mafia Stalker today. Then a publication update. I actually made some crazy new changes today, and so I will just announce these at the end in greater detail. I didn't plan on doing that before, but since I got it done today, I will have it ready to tell you guys. And then we will talk about how I'm going to do the freebie for today's video. We do not have an ebook freebie link, and there are a very limited number of freebies available today, but hopefully that will become clear as we get later on in the video. So let's first get into talking about Mafia Stalker. And this is Oren's book in the series, and Odhran, it's pronounced Oren, and it is a traditional Irish name. As you may have realized, I tried to pick traditional Irish names for all of the characters in the books. And the female lead in this book is Onika, who is a half black, half Chinese, plus size female lead. There we go. I was trying to get the tongue twister out. Hello, Yoli. Hello, everybody. So I don't know how much of this I can show right now. I'm trying to get onto my Patreon to see if I can, oh, of course it's not downloaded here. Perfect. To see how much I can show you, but I can tell you for now that Onika and Oren's illustration will be coming to Patreon very soon. I want to show you like a little like a covered up preview type of thing so I can give you a teaser, but honestly this might be more than I am capable of even handling. So let's talk a little bit about Mafia Stalker. Hopefully from the title you can tell that this is going to be a stalker romance. I also mentioned before that Oren's book is very kinky, and I was not joking about that. I think that Rian's book was kind of the closest one to how this book is going to be, but I do think that there are some more extreme, let's say, moments. So I'm trying to make this. I wish I was a toddler because then I would know how to use an iPad. Apparently, I don't. I do not have that skill. So I'm trying to get this illustration so I can show you a little piece, but maybe we'll just have to live with this for now. So this is the little teaser of Oren and Nick's illustration coming to Patreon soon. So hopefully that is enough of a teaser that if you're subscribed, you're excited, and if you're not subscribed, you strongly consider subscribing. So this book will also be closing out the series, but it can be read as a standalone. So it's really up to you what you feel like doing with that. The tropes in the book, I would say it's not so much enemies to lovers as it is kind of like an insta love on his part, and it's more like a reluctance to lovers. I feel like enemies to lovers implies kind of more tension, like how pissed off Zarya was at Callum. They were more enemies when they were getting back into their second chance. but Oren and Nick are not quite at that level. I would say that this book has the most trigger warnings for racism than any other book. CD Sanchez 64 says, I got the ARC today. I love the series. Thank you so much. I did send out the ARCs today. Hello to Peter Ross who just joined. I and I think that this book has the most triggers. That was what I was saying, and it definitely has a lot of very dark scenes. Will the series be released as a box set? Yes, and to add to that, the Amalfi Coast series with Forced to Surrogate, Forced to Marry, and Forced to Submit. I haven't put the pre-order up yet, but that will actually be coming as a bundle at the end of this month. But the Boston Irish series will be coming out as a bundle probably early next year, sometime before Deep Spring. So before April. That's the best I can say to that. But the last book in the series will be here on September 5th, which is very, very soon. And I am looking forward to that. So the basic setup for this book is Oren develops an obsession with Onika, and you'll find out why, hopefully, when you read the book. And at this point, she doesn't really know what to make of him because of his specific close connection to a traumatic event at the beginning of the book. So I can't say too much more from there, but they are forced together in a very unexpected way, and it is basically explosive smut and dark vibes and mafia vibes with a mix of college romance thrown in for the last book. And we are going to see a lot of the family members coming back in the last book. Now, the reason I didn't do a final finale with Oren and Nick's wedding and everything is because I actually want to release a whole epilogue novella with all of the couples, but I think I'll be releasing that sometime in 2024 to give everyone on planet Earth who wants a chance to read the books early to read the books, and then at some point next year, I want to kind of go back in and kind of write some storylines that I want to tell for some of the other characters. So it's official. Oren is my favorite, says Keisha Stewart. Thank you, Keisha. I am really happy to hear that. I kind of feel like I obviously challenge myself each time I write a character to make each one at least just as gripping, if not more than the one before, or to add a new twist to something that we love so that, reading the books, you can have a lot of excitement and know that when you open up one of my books, like there is going to be some entertainment and we know what we're going to get. Oh, so this is actually really important. It has a star. So Mafia Stalker is actually already live in a way. So you can actually get the paperback right now. So if you use the link in my bio, you can order the paperback. Now, I don't have any of the copies yet, but I want to show them to you when I get them. So that'll probably be during a future live stream. But they're going to be around the same size as the other copies, and we'll get to that in a bit. Uniquely Neek says, I was going to say I wanted that in my review. So happy for the extended ending. Yes, thank you. I do have to get some other writing milestones, let's say, out of the way first, but I really do want to add an ending onto the series and possibly have that ending give some hints about what's coming in another Mafia series. Although I do think I have some kind of final answers on my series for next year. So let's see. We have, with that, we will get back in and do a little bit of reading, but I wanted to get into what I've been working on this week because I think that might be interesting to know as a writer what I'm actually doing with my time. Am I sitting? Am I dreaming? Am I typing? And this week I am typing a lot. I have actually developed a cubital cubital tunnel syndrome. I'm like, it's like carpal tunnel, but on the other side with these two fingers. So I've been doing a little bit of physical therapy this week so that we can get the books out because that is very important to me as well as to you, I'm hoping. So this week I did a lot of work on Varsity Possession. I am in the hockey romance mindset. I am ready. I'm going to regret saying this very soon, but I'm ready for the ground to be a sheet of ice. I'm ready for the hockey boys to slowly expose their abs when they lift their jerseys. The locker room scenes are coming. Basically, every smutty hockey moment that you know and love will be coming, but the next book is going to be a lot. So the epilogue for Clover and Thomas is also going to be coming in 2024. That is going to be the year of probably writing quite a few epilogues, and also Meg Nigel's story as well. So with that, I also have been I did finish the Mafia Stalker edits this week, and I do normally have everything done and uploaded a little bit earlier than this, so I was a little late on the ARCs, but it was because there were so many details in Mafia Stalker to piece together, and so much in Oren and Nick's dynamic that I wanted to get really right with my editor. So we were doing a lot of work on that, and I have some other unrelated to writing things going on that are occupying a lot of my time. So because of that as well, I won't be going live next week, but after that, I'm hoping that we can get on like a really good solid weekly schedule, because I love coming and talking to you guys about the books and reading, and hopefully after today we will have some more new fun things that I can do on the streams. So bear with me. So also I've been working on Zedekiah, Libra King. Now, if you don't know about this book yet, I will probably take way too long to type it in, but I'm going to type in the book name so we can have a little refresher. This is the next book after Augustine, Virgo King. I was working on this book quite a bit this week, and today I actually edited chapter 1 a lot. So I posted chapter 1 to Patreon, and I said, oh, I might edit it a little. And then I basically edited it a lot, and they are going to get the updated chapter tomorrow morning, when I wasn't originally intending on posting the chapter. So that's something exciting for Patreon. And to give a quick talk about Zedekiah, so in Augustine's book, I'm going to try to skirt around spoilers. So if you've read the book, you'll know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't read it, you don't have to worry. So in Augustine's book, there was a specific character who also participated in an arranged marriage agreement. Now, this character's wife situation may not work out the way they are expecting. And that wife, or maybe ex-wife, we don't know, is going to encounter Zedekiah. Why is he named Zedekiah? Is this important to the plot? Is she crazy? Is he religious? Is he a priest? Why is he up there? What's going on? This will all be answered in the book. This is not quite an arranged marriage romance, but it is going to be similar, and it's going to have dark elements. I would say it's more along the lines of some of my kidnapping adjacent books, but this kidnapping is a mutually beneficial. Dark romance authors be like, it was a mutually beneficial kidnapping. It was a mutually beneficial kidnapping. This will make more sense when the book comes out, hopefully. And I am very excited for those characters. I did name the female lead after one of my $9.99 a month patrons, Nicole. I hope that I'm pronouncing her name right, because I know Nicole is one of those names that maybe has a bunch of different spellings and maybe multiple pronunciations. I know I'm trying to give hints without giving hints. It's so hard. I'm I'm trying. It's very difficult because I know that I can spoil things so easily because I came up with the story. So I'm trying my best. Thank you guys for bearing with me. And so I'm obsessed with Zedekiah because I also decided to just do something I've always wanted to do and never done, which is to write a 7 foot tall male lead. Why have I not done this? Because I must be honest, 7 foot tall people are a little intimidating to me as someone who's very short. So while I do love a tall man, there is a point where I am a little bit fearful. So that is something I've avoided, but now I'm leaning into it, and we are going to have Giant Bay Zedekiah Libra King. So get ready for Giant Bay. So let's go to CD Sanchez 64. This is actually very important, and I'm happy you brought this up. Not to change the subject, but what's up with Patreon? I can't see mine. Help me, please. I'm heartbroken without it. Okay. So Patreon oftentimes changes how they do their billing, and this may be a billing issue. Unfortunately, I cannot handle these things directly because basically they handle the payments, and I give them some of my money, or what would be my money, in exchange for them not breaking people's Patreons. What I would recommend doing is seeing if you can try to reach out to the support team and explaining that you're having an issue accessing what you pay for. And I don't know, um, I don't know what else to say beyond that, but they should be able to help you or within your, because I do use Patreon as a reader myself. What you may be able to do is go into the billing tab and just make sure that they have the correct card or correct PayPal information. Those are the best things I can offer. Stay in touch and let me know if there's anything that I can do in the meantime. I know at least you got the ARC. So thank you, CD Sanchez 64, and let me know if either of those things help, like around tomorrow or something, and I'll see what I can do. Misty Picks, thanks for joining. Miles Marianne says, I used to date a 6'6" guy, and I'm only 5'3". I actually know a couple people who have been in that situation, and 6'6" is one thing to me, and then there's 7 feet, which is another thing. One of the 7 foot tall people I saw once was a police officer as well. And I was thinking, if they could recruit only 7 foot tall people, I don't think anyone would do crime. I would not do any crimes. I would be terrified. So I kind of want to give Scary Giant Bay a chance. Misty Pick says, hi, Jamila, you look pretty. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you guys. I never know what to say when you guys are so nice to me. I'm like, thank you. I really appreciate it. So with the series information, we are going to, I maybe should have organized this differently. So I'm going to, on the spot, change up my plan. How did that cop fold up into his car? You know what? Good question. I never saw him in the car. That was the thing. I saw him standing, in where I worked at the time, and but I didn't work at a police station, but he was there for his job, I was there for my job, and I was just thinking, and he was thin, which at least made him a little less intimidating, but if he was like lifting weights and like 300 pounds, I would have definitely been a little intimidated. Now I'm sure if you're 7 feet tall, you might feel self-conscious, so if for some reason you're one of like the 4 7 feet tall people in existence watching this, I did not mean to offend you. So I'm going to combine things here. So I wanted to do a different type of giveaway today, but this may require some patience on your part. So if you are a patron or affiliated with the Patreon or have been to the live streams, you know that I have been very delayed in sending out signed paperbacks to patrons. However, I have found an amazing solution, which I should have thought of the first time, which is Amazon. So why am I showing you this and saying Amazon like these two things are connected? I normally rely on my post office to provide these little bubble mailers to put the books in because I am only accustomed to getting 1 or 2 patrons here and there. One thing led to another, and I ended up having to send out 20 books, and my post office had 0 mailers. So then I was thinking, okay, what do I do? I seriously did not know what to do. I know it sounds extremely basic. And then I was like, you put books on Amazon, we got to buy stuff on Amazon. So then I got these mailers on Amazon and sent out 20 Patreon books today. So if you've signed up recently, you are going to get a book. Thank you very much for signing up. The copies are signed, sealed, delivered, and media mail normally takes 3 to 5 days. So this is not the best day of the week for me to get to this, but you will have it by next weekend, and that I hope will be very exciting for you. So all of this to say, today I wanted to try out doing a signed paperback giveaway on the live stream. Now, the thing with this is I will need your address. So how do we do this is the question. So here's what I was thinking. And if you want a signed paperback, we are going to give away, I'm going to try to go through them one at a time. You can comment. I will tell you when to comment. The first one I see, I will pick your username. I will write a first name on this and put your book inside and sign it to you on live stream and, keep talking. And then you will DM me if you feel obviously, if you don't want to win it, just say, I don't want to win. But if you do want to win, sign up for it. And then you'll send me a direct message with your address and I will mail this out to you. Obviously, I don't want to be writing people's addresses on live. We don't know what type of killers are out there. We have to keep it safe. So, wait, what? It's confusing. So if I pick you in the live stream to win this, you're going to have to send me a mailing address within the United States so that I can send you a book. So what we're going to do is just wait. I will announce each one, and then so everyone is going to have a chance. So if you don't get the first one, you can have a chance to be the first person to comment and get the second one. So I wanted to do that to go through the series so far and talk about each one. So the first book, what is that? Wonderful. What is what? Wait, what is which one? Oh boy. Oh, what is that? Maybe these? Yeah, these are my mailers. This is what I'm going to package it in. I confused myself. Okay, and I've probably confused a bunch of you, but we're going to try. Okay, so the first book we're going to talk about is Mafia Playmates. So please definitely comment your first name if you want to win this book, just your first name, and I will pick the first one that I see, and you will be the winner of the book. So let's get going, and I will talk about the book in the meantime and announce the winner of the book at the end. So this book had Aiden and Valentina's story. So, okay, so the first book, the first name I'm seeing on this one is, that's coming through, is Misty. So, Misty, congratulations. I'm going to, if after the stream, if you have some time, just direct message me your address. So, Misty, do you have something specific that you want me to say in the book when I sign it to you? Let me know. And when the next book comes up, everyone who wrote their name, you're going to have a chance to go again. So get your fingers ready. Misty, let me know if you have something that you want me to say when I sign it to you, and we will get down to business discussing how I send this to you after the stream is done. So the book one was Aiden and Valentina's book. And this was a book where she was essentially given to him as a gift. And Aiden has basically struggles with his beliefs surrounding race. And so he does not initially want this arrangement, but it is forced upon him, and he finds himself strangely attracted to the woman that he originally doesn't want. So Misty says, nothing special. I'm appreciative. Thank you very much. So I will write that. So, all right. So I'm going to say to Misty, thank you for coming to my live streams and your support. And I always sign my books XO Jamila. And I just do that. I don't know why, but I was like, you know what? I don't know. What if someone starts faking signed books? I don't know. But I just want to have a signature that I use, I guess. So, Misty, after the stream, I will try to reach out to you, but you can also reach out to me and let me know where I should send this book, and I will mail it out to you. So, to finish up, I'm creating a huge mess around me. So, to finish up the discussion of Mafia Playmates while I pick up my items. So, Mafia Playmate was basically a book about reluctant love. And I think that in the end, Aiden showed some change. And I set this book up because I wanted to show them going in a new direction. And I thought that Aiden's book would be a good starting point for where the, let's say, the beliefs and where the dark side of the mob came from. And each of the brothers has their own way of working through it. Some of them slower than others, except Callum. Callum was down with the swirl from day one. He was like, I will be swirling. And so that he's an exception, but the other brothers kind of, we show their journey through the books, and so hopefully we will get to that soon. All right, so everybody get ready because we are going to talk about the next book in the series. And so first name that I see in the chat is going to be the winner of Mafia Property, which is so far the least popular book in the series, although one of my favorites. I think I'll get a Patreon book this time around, so I'll sit out this contest so others can win. Don't know what book I'll get. Monique, yes, you will get a book, and I cannot remember what your book is, but I do specifically remember sending it out today. So that is going to come your way by next week. So the first name that I see here is Yola. So Yola, you have won this book. I'm going to write this out, and we will, without dropping everything, and we will talk about what the contents of Mafia Property. So Yola, while I talk about the book, if there's anything specific you would like me to write to you, please let me know. And when I see something pop up, I will get that in the book. So Mafia Property was Dara and Kamari's book, and Kamari was not biracial. That is I'm mixing her up. I am so deep in books right now, y'all. Kamari and Dara had please recheck. Okay, I will recheck. I can't remember what though. But Dara and Kamari's book. So it was a second chance romance. There we go. They had a past together and he was very hurtful towards her. And then in the future, she had to do some dark things for money and she did not. Please recheck. Recheck. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm seeing it. I checked the chat. I think it's, sometimes that's the issue with it is that it is delayed. So there is an element of chance in that you may genuinely have been first, but phone signal is doing what it does. So hopefully I will try to do this to a point where if you come enough, you will win. So I'm really hoping that we can make this a thing. So thank you for bearing with my experiment. Yola, again, if you have anything you want me to say in this book, let me know. So Dara was a fighter. He was kind of quitting, and then Kamari needed money. She was deciding like I'm gonna be a stripper, and Dara was like, girl, no. And she was sassy. So uniquely niche says Kamari was sassy from day one. I enjoyed her. I liked that too. She definitely did not want to listen to Dara and wanted to do her own thing. And he really, really wanted to get her back. And so this was a second chance romance, basically. And I would say that Dara had a lot of struggling to do with kind of, again, the darker side of the mob. But Kamari, I don't think let him off the hook too easy. Um, I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. I am so far not seeing anything from Yola, so I'm just gonna make out the book to you because I am concerned about how long I'm gonna run today because my phone is not plugged in. So to Yola, thank you for all your support. Okay, oh thank you. Okay, that's very simple. If you just want me to say whatever, you can. I'll come up with something. So I will say to Yola. Thank you for all your support. Okay, so that book is packaged. Thank you very much. So get ready, everyone, because we're going to soon have the giveaway for book 3. So let me get this in the package. I am not yet again making a mess. So here we go. These bubble mailers are coming in handy. And this seems like it's going to work out okay. So I will let you know how it goes in the next one. Thank you, Yola, and thank you to everyone for coming. Again, if you don't win this time, I know the other giveaways have been way more inclusive. To be honest, I could sit here and give away 20 books, but I'm only giving away 4 this time to test it out. So please, if you don't win one, I feel really bad, but I will be having these in the future. So I really just want to give this a try. So I appreciate you guys for being like the first people to start watching these and being here with me and chit chatting about the books because I have a blast. And if you're having fun and I'm having fun, then why not keep going? Okay. So the next book in the series, get ready. We're almost ready to start is Mafia Surrogate, and that is Rian and Heaven's book. And this is by far the fan favorite. If you would like to win this book, let's go. And we got Joyce in the cut. Joyce is ready. Joyce, Mafia Surrogate is yours. This is the first name that I'm seeing. And I am going to make out whatever note you would like. So please let me know. And I will get started talking about Rian and Heaven's book. So this book I think was a fan favorite because Rian is a dark mofo. Okay. And this is kind of why when I wrote Oren's book, and also from the very beginning, I knew Oren and Rian are going to be similar. And that is why in Rian's book, without giving too many spoilers, he has a specific attitude towards Oren. And that's because I wanted to show a lot of times when people are similar to us, we think they are annoying. And that is something that is, a fact of life over there. Yes, it was so close. A very quick draw. Okay, so Joyce, I'm writing this out right now. And again, if you have won a book after the chat, send me your address. Um, right, and I will mail this to you. ASAP. I will have to mail it to you on Monday because I am probably not going to be leaving my house tomorrow. So I almost forgot to write inside. Joyce, this would have been so sad. Okay, so I'm going to say to Joyce, thank you so much. I appreciate all your support. XO Jamila. So we only have one more left for today in the giveaway portion. But again, I will be doing this in the future. And those of you who are here and participating, I recognize your usernames. I see you often, and I know that your time will come. I believe in it, you. So I'm just trying to respond to what's coming first on the phone. So let's talk a little more about Rian and Heaven's book. I did write this one kind of quickly, so Heaven was the nanny. Rian was the single dad. He just got out of prison, and Rian was kind of messed up. A lot. He had these traumatic things happen in his past. He had issues getting along with his daughter. He was a control freak, and he was obtaining women by climbing through their windows. Now, that is something obviously in real life. If your boss, who you are nannying for, does that, even if he is super hot, I would have some second thoughts. However, in Heaven's case, as it turned out, she had a damn good time. So we are going to say that Rian's book was a very, very spicy read, but also very dark. And again, I compare Rian's book and the one that is about to come out because they are equally dark. Some of the people you see commenting, nah, Oren is batshit crazy, etc., is a felony, lol, she fell for it, exactly. And some of these people commenting, they have actually read the ARC, and I really appreciate that you guys are amazing because you will come and give helpful comments without spoilers, and I really appreciate that. And so these people have advanced knowledge. This is not just my opinion. This is we're asking the class, and the class says Oren is batshit crazy, and we do have to agree. And Rian is similar, and I really liked writing Rian and Tegan's relationship. I know I'm making everyone wait so long before the fourth book, but I really like Rian and Tegan's relationship because I wanted to write a single dad daughter relationship that was genuinely broken. Now, I know I did this in a strange way, but obviously the issue of prison and incarceration does affect many people in America and a lot of people in the Black community in America. And one of the things that happens when somebody goes to prison is it does destroy a lot of their relationships, and it really does have a negative impact on families. So while, of course, Rian in the book is white and the book is an interracial romance, the general issue of a father going to prison and being taken from his family is an issue that I felt was relevant and had a lot of emotions in it. And so I wanted to tell that story of healing. So now let me get through some of the comments. He was out there. You saved the best for last, says Uniquely Neek. Sandra Lovedub is who said he was out there. And Miles Marianne says, I've read all of the series and I'm waiting on the last one. So for today, the last book that we have in the giveaway is going to be the fourth book in the series. And I realized this worked out well with me wanting to talk about each book in the series. So get ready. We are almost there. And the next book in the series is going to be Mafia Possession. And Brandy, you're in the cut. Brandy's got the book. You were ready before I was ready. Let me know if you want me to write anything special, and we will talk about Mafia Possession a little bit more. And this time, if you did not win a book, please come to the next stream because I believe this is going to work out well as long as everyone sends me their addresses after. Okay, as long as the readers helping readers, as long as everyone sends me their addresses after, and I did not just ruin these books for the fashion of it all, we will be doing this in the next stream. So far so good. I think one thing I need to do is explain how it works better. So I will be working on that. And for now, okay, Brandy, my bad. Oh my God. It's okay, Brandy. I forgot in the moment, who put their name in. So I was like, oh my goodness, I need to write this down quickly. So Brandy, let me know if there's a message that you want me to write in the book, and we will talk about Callum and Zaria's story. My first, nothing special, your choice. Okay, that sounds good to me. So I'm going to write here to Brandy. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, much appreciated. Sorry, sometimes I'm like, what did I just say? What was the one I said in the previous book? Because I just don't want to make anyone think like mine was 5 words shorter. But I do appreciate you guys all the same. I just go with whatever my brain tells me to write. Okay, XO Jamila. Okay, so the live signs. Monday's a holiday. Monday's Labor Day. Oh my goodness, Inga K, thank you so much. Now, I forgot that. Okay, so I will mail these out on Tuesday. So Keisha Stewart says that was fun. Need to do the live signings again. Thank you. I've kind of teased that I wanted to do these for a bit, but getting this set up has been instrumental, and I've had quite a lot going on. Monday is Labor Day. I have been reminded, so I will mail these out on Tuesday. But once you get me your address, I will get them out to you ASAP. And that I'm the reason I want to wait until Tuesday is because I also will have more patrons from the patrons who get charged today. So if you sign up to Patreon today, you'll probably get a book next week too, by the way. So I want to get the patrons who signed up like at the end of August and are getting charged. So that's why I want to wait until Tuesday because I got to package some more books. So that's why there's a little bit of a wait. Thank you very much for participating in the signing. And let me just give you a little bit about book 4. So, this is a best friend's little sister, a second chance, a dark romance, and an arranged marriage. The arranged marriage part of Mafia Possession is wild. Let me tell you, your man's brothers do this to you. What happens next? What happens next? So I had a lot of fun writing Zaria's wedding scene. She definitely had a very non-traditional wedding. That's what I will say to that. So there a non-traditional wedding, a dark arranged marriage romance. This was where I started experimenting with sexy giants with Callum, and we did have a biracial female read, which lead by biracial female lead. There we go. By reader request, which I was very excited to do for you guys. And that those are the main things I can think of on Mafia Possession. There was a lot going on in the plot. Another sassafras. I actually, it's strange. Now that I'm kind of at the end of the series, I mix up Kamari and Zarya a lot now. But then when I'm actually reading the books, I'm like, no, they were super different. So I don't really know what it is. But to me, they had a similar vibe, is kind of what I'm getting with. Maybe it was the second chance part. But those are the 4 books from the series. So thank you to everyone who participated in the giveaway. We will try to do another giveaway. My next live stream will be after September 12th sometime. So I know that's a little bit of a wait, but I have a lot to give away at that point. So hopefully we can do something that's like a bonanza basically, and I will try to announce it. So thank you for participating today. We still have a little bit more. I'm sorry, this is why I have a mic on because there is a motorcycle riding past. So, book 5, just now that we did the first 4, book 5 is up for pre order. Okay, so you can get that anytime, and pre orders are really helpful to authors right now because Amazon recently again cut how much authors are paid from Kindle Unlimited. As usual, I don't come on here with the intention to complain to you guys, but I will tell you the facts as they are, and the facts are now we are paid less from Kindle Unlimited than before, and it was really nothing fair in the first place. So pre-orders really help, and if you are able to pre-order my book, I would genuinely send you hearts and vibrations in the sky because it would be amazing to me. So let us get into the juiciest, the part that most people, well, I don't know if people are here for that. I think people are probably here for many reasons that I could not begin to guess. But we are going to get into reading the spicy scene and the romantic scene from Mafia Stalker. That was how I organized it. I want to read one spicy and one sweet. So the sweet and sour chicken, maybe not sour. Sweet and spicy chicken, is that a thing? You know what? This metaphor is done. So we are going to go to one of the first encounters between Oren and Nick. This is from Nick's chapter. I hear running and then another gunshot. And another. More screaming. A car engine starting, another gunshot. Blood rushes past my ears and I think I'm going to pass out. I stop hearing anything at all. I don't move even after the shooting stops and it goes quiet. Not completely quiet. Footsteps thud towards me. I'm shaking and frozen in my crouched position, unsure if my bullies are dead or if this is just another attempt to scare me. A hand presses firmly against my back and I scream. Not just any scream, an ungodly, loud scream that releases all the tension inside my body. But it gets me moving. I press my palms to the ground and shoot up to my feet. Unfortunately, that makes everything worse as I face a large man wearing all black and a mask, so I can't tell who he is. But he's holding a gun in one gloved hand, and I know he's going to kill me. I turn to run, but he grabs me with a free hand and yanks my body against his. I don't recognize his voice, but the second he opens his mouth to speak, his voice is smooth and low, buttery as hell. You aren't going anywhere, Onika. You almost died. You're coming with me. I find my voice despite how much his firm grasp around my wrist hurts. I'm not going anywhere with you. What did you do to them? How does he know my name? He tightens his grasp on me, clearly displeased with my defiance. I scared them. You didn't kill them? It doesn't matter, he says, his voice turning icy. I saved your life, Nick. I want something in return. I want your lips around my cock. Why is he calling me that? Only a few people call me that, and none of them are very large and imposing men. I force myself to look at his face despite the mask. It's a rabbit mask with black smooth plastic and long ears that point up, making the male figure in front of me look like a male demon. He can't be serious. This man can't seriously expect to save my life and then assault me. I'm not doing that, I say firmly. I haven't even had my first kiss. I'm the furthest thing from a slut, and I don't want to get on my knees for some guy I don't even know before I've ever had a kiss. Why not? Because you could have a girlfriend or AIDS, and I didn't ask you to save my life? It's too dark for me to even notice the color of his eyes. They look black and shiny in the dim light, and there are no features for me to discern. I don't have a girlfriend, he says softly. I ended things recently. This payment is not up for discussion. I don't know how he hits me, but he smacks my legs in just the right way that I wobble and lose my balance, falling to my knees in the grass and pebbles near the edge of the cliff. We're still 4 feet away from the edge, and I'm still shaking with terror and adrenaline. I don't want to believe that this is really happening to me, that one torturer creeps in to replace another. What's the big deal, he asks. Haven't you sucked cock before? I haven't, I stammer out, staring at the ground as my heart pounds nervously. That makes me very happy, he says. Are you a virgin? To me, the conclusion would be obvious. Yes, I'm a virgin. I've never been near a naked penis. I've never had a guy show any interest in me whatsoever. I don't know why I confess the truth to him. I think it's because I feel so close to death that there doesn't seem like there's any sense in hiding from him. Yes, I haven't even been kissed, I answer nervously. Hot shame rushes through me at the confession. It really feels like something I shouldn't confess to a stranger who wants to shove his dick in my mouth. The stranger's response is aggressive and immediate. He shoves his gun into his jacket pocket before he reaches down for my cheeks and drags me to my feet. I yelp in surprise and pain from the force of his large, gloved hand squeezing my cheeks. He pulls his mask up just enough that I can see his lips for the first time. It's the first part of his body I've seen aside from his eyes. He's pale, but his lips are so pink. Before the thought can sink in, he drags me against his muscular chest without hesitation and kisses me. His lips force mine apart, and he gives me a first kiss that I'll never forget. It's terrifying, completely wrong, but his lips are soft. They taste good, and he kisses me with fierce desire. Inexperience doesn't stop me from losing myself in the kiss. No! The part of my brain that holds my dignity screams at me to pull away from the stranger's kiss. I can tell from kissing him that he's a terrible person. He kisses me like a movie villain, pushing his tongue into my mouth, taking control of my lower lips with his teeth. I don't even know who he is, but he's kissing me like he owns me, like I'm his property. I make another attempt to pull away from him, which my rescuer and attacker doesn't like. He grabs my cheeks so forcefully that I yelp. You don't resist me when I kiss you, he says. I saved your life, and from now on, your body and soul belong to me. Okay, so that was the spicy. That was not the sweet. If I said that was the sweet, that was a lie, and this was the spicy. His dick was there. That's spicy. So that was the spicy scene from Mafia Stalker. Let's see if I can find something sweet. So as we can see, this is a lot. The whole book is a lot. And if you are what I would call a sensitive reader who has certain triggers, which will be mentioned in the disclaimer in the book, um, you will not want to read this book. However, if you are into dark romance and you can get into the dark fantasy aspect and the sexy bad boy villain aspect, then this book is for you. If you lust after Loki from the Marvel movies, this book is for you. So we are going to look for a oh, I found a sweet scene. Okay, they're not all they're not all spicy. Okay. So this one is going to be a little shorter. So let's get into the sweet scene and then you can let me know, I guess, chili pepper emoji or a sweet snack emoji, what type of scene you want to hear more of, more spicy or more sweet. I'm trying to come up with the little things to do in the chat. So let me know spicy scene if you like spicy and a sweet if you like sweet. So maybe like cookie emoji if you like sweet. Okay. So I'm looking for where I want to start. You think I enjoy, this is Nick's perspective again. You think I enjoyed having you violate me on the cliffs and in my bed? You came every time except at the cliffs, he said. It was hot, very hot. Every inch of my skin warms instantly. My mouth feels frozen. I don't know what to say to a comment like that. I'm not one of those women born with innate seductive skills. I'm just a slightly more fashionable version of who I was in high school, the awkward, chubby, overlooked dork. There's a lump in my throat as Oren keeps burning into me with his intense gaze. Doesn't he get tired of staring? That's not the point, I stammer weakly. He makes me feel utterly exposed, even if he lets me do most of the talking, and the pacing, and the panicking. It worries me more that he's so calm and certain of himself. What's the point then? If you like a girl, you want her to feel good. You don't like me. We're strangers. He chuckles, and that laugh sends an unwilling gush straight between my thighs. Thank goodness he's not actually in my head, because if Oren could tell how my body responded to these small details about him, he would probably use it to his advantage. We are not strangers. I don't know anything about you. Yet you confidently asserted my relationship status a moment ago, even if I made it abundantly clear where I stand with you. My throat tightens. Okay, be calm, Nick. Yes, a 6'5", unreasonably attractive man just climbed through my window and now he's announcing we've already gone further than I've ever gone with a man. It's terrifying. I don't even know why I'm still standing here instead of just running away from him. He doesn't seem to think anything he did was wrong. Shoving your dick in my mouth isn't the foundation of a healthy relationship. I also put my tongue in your pussy and ate you out so well you had the best night of sleep you've had in weeks. I still don't understand. You can't know me. But I do. Your favorite colors are white and red. Your favorite flowers are roses. Your favorite video game is Call of Duty, and you've played over 700 hours. You're a writer, probably the best at the school, and you're strangely attractive. How do you know that stuff? We've never even had a conversation. He continues. You were born at Mass General. You're a Taurus sun with a Taurus rising, born on May 7th. Your father is black and your mother is Chinese. You graduated from a small private Catholic school called St. Hubert's Academy as the salutatorian, missing valedictorian by 0.5 percentage points thanks to a math test. But it was just luck that you were here at my school, in my ex-girlfriend's class. There's no point in denying anything he said. It's all true. But he still doesn't explain how he knows all this information. You sound like a stalker, more like a researcher. I have nothing to hide from you anymore, Nick. Untie me so we can talk. Okay, so that is Oren and Nick. We had one spicy and one sweet. And that is what I wanted to read for you today. We are very close to the end of this video. I wanted to get into a little publication update, which actually includes some brand new announcements that I did not originally intend on sharing. Again, you can let me know if you prefer to hear spicy scenes or sweet scenes. I appreciate all of your participation so far in the chat. So the two recent upcoming pre-orders we have talked about in today's video, and that is Mafia Stalker and Zedekiah Libra King. Because we did kind of have some extensive talks about them, I won't go into it too deeply except to let you know of the dates and that you can get each book with a link in my bio. Mafia Stalker comes out September 5th, which is obviously very, very soon, and Zedekiah Libra King comes out October 12th. Is that still Libra season? I believe it is, just barely. So I had to schedule these books, Virgo and Libra, in kind of a festive, funky, fresh way. And so that is what we have going on. And then Depraved, the third book in Crispin and Amina's series, is going to have a lot added to it. So Depraved is going to be the first half of season 2, about 60 to 65,000 words, maybe 70K, and you can pre-order that as well with the link in my bio. Now, to get to the new things that I have not spoken of yet, I want to talk about the new books that I put up today for pre-order. So we have decided on the first book, for next year. And I have a version of the cover here for you. And the first new series next year, not the first book. The first book will be the end of the hockey series, but we are going to go with this. Biker Surrogate. This is subject to change, but for right now, the MC romance is going to be the 2024 theme. And I promise you, when we get into more about the series, that you will get on board because we are going to have a lot of similarities to my Mafia books. Then we have Capricorn King. We're going to have the Zodiac books that I put up. Christmas Day, y'all. Kane, Strangeway, Law Enforcement, I think Single Dad, possibly Age Gap. This is also going to have a little bit of a revenge plot line. So Kane is up for pre-order, and that is coming out Christmas Day. The other new book that I want to announce, I also have not really announced everywhere, and this is a book that I was hesitant to even plan out because I wasn't sure. I just wasn't sure what I wanted to write. That's it. It's nothing deep, but then it's ready now. Dylan Pisces King is finally here. So let me know out of these three books if you have a favorite on the covers, but those are the new pre-orders that are officially available. I don't even have links up for these, but we do have these new covers and these new pre-orders up for anyone who's interested in looking into them ahead of time. And I'm really excited to get into more of the details. So with that being said, I saved for the end of this video the answer to a reader question that was posed to me on Patreon. And I wanted to address this on video because it is a question that I get often, and the answer is always the same, but I have a reason for it. And I always want to get into the reason, and now I want to direct people to this video when I get when I get that question in the future. Lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. It happens on live stream. I wish I could edit sometimes. But the question is, will you write a military romance? And the answer is no. And why is the answer no? Because the level of the deepness, the depth I want to get into in a military romance, I feel like I do not have the experience and understanding to accurately convey that. I have no knowledge of military life whatsoever, not a single individual in my life who I could reference and speak to and ask questions to. I have absolutely no way of gauging the reality of any aspect of military life whatsoever. And I do know that many of my readers are either veterans or actively in the military. I don't know any of the terminology. And so I don't know a captain, I don't know a corporal, I don't know a lieutenant, I don't know an officer, I don't know where the women sleep, I don't know where the men sleep, I don't know the hairstyles, I don't know the outfits, I don't know what basic training is. So I am extremely ignorant about this subject. And so when I answer this question with no, I oftentimes seem very closed off about it because I am profoundly ignorant about this subject. And so I do not, in a way that goes beyond being able to fake it. And it's not something that I think I would be able to convey to someone who had that experience. I think they would be like, what is she talking about? And this is also the reason why currently I avoid too much of the field of nursing and certain fields that are very technical that I have no knowledge of. Try to stay away from more and more. So that is the long answer to that question, and I did want to save that for the end of the video and to give this very specific answer. Currently, I do think we are done. The last comment, I can't recall if I replied, but Keisha said this was fun and we need to do the live signings again. And I did agree with that. So I just want to make sure I acknowledge that comment because I don't know if I forgot to do it earlier. And with that, we have covered, I believe, all the topics in this video. We have read some books. Audiobooks are still in production. We have a new books coming out. We have the book coming out on the 5th, and we have the giveaway books. Again, don't forget, after this is over, if you want a book, to just send me a direct message or an email if you have my email address with the and I know some of you do, so this is not just like if you're watching this you're like, girl, who would have your email? Some readers do have the email address, and I will send these out to you ASAP next week. If you are considering signing up to the Patreon, now is a good time to do it. It's the beginning of the month. There's a new exclusive illustration dropping tomorrow, and this weekend will be chapter 1 of Zedekiah King. The Zedekiah Libra King is coming tomorrow, and it'll be an edited chapter 1 from the one earlier this week. And then on Sunday, chapter 2 of Zedekiah Libra King will be dropping. So we have a lot of fun and excitement going on there, and I really, really look forward to seeing maybe some more people behind the scenes on Patreon. The next live stream that I do, I will attempt to run another giveaway. I'll try to come up with some kind of theme, and I may also have some bonus giveaway books of out of print limited edition copies for people who like really want to get a book. It may not be the newer versions, but it'll be something that I can send out to you, and it will be a previous version. So with that being said, thank you so much for coming. I'm going to call it a day here and end the video. I really, really appreciate you showing up today, and thank you so much for your support and bearing with me as I try this new giveaway strategy, and I will send out the books on Tuesday to everyone who won. Thank you, and have a wonderful Friday night and an even better weekend, and have some good reading, some good downtime, and hopefully some time with friends and family as well. And if you're working, I hope it's not too stressful. All right, goodbye.
She be calling on a Monday, wanna meet on Tuesday, asking me to fix me up real nice. She can wait until the weekend, she wants off the deep end, telling me to bring the stuff I like. I don't wanna let her down, so